I found out she took my car from a neighbor. Saw your daughter-in-law leaving early, Mrs. Thompson said over the fence. Looked like she was in a rush. Your little Honda, right? I was holding a mug of coffee. My hands went cold, because my Honda was parked in the garage. Locked, keys hanging on the hook by the door. My name is Eleanor. I'm 62, a widow, a retired nurse. And that car was the last big thing my husband bought before he passed. He called it Eleanor's freedom. I walked to the garage, door open, keys gone, no note, no text, no, Mom, can I borrow it? Just silence. My daughter-in-law Chloe had it. She'd driven it all weekend to take her parents to brunch, to the mall, to church. 3 hours away. In my car. Without asking. Without insurance permission. Without a word. I called her. Once. Twice. Voicemail. I called my son, Daniel. Mom, I'm sure she meant to tell you, he said. Don't make it a big thing. Her parents are visiting. A big thing? He was talking about my car. My freedom. My husband's last gift to me. I sat on the garage floor that night and felt something inside me break. Not the car. Trust. The kind of trust that gets shattered when family treats your boundaries like suggestions. Sunday night, she brought it back. 11 p.m. She parked it, walked to the door, dropped the keys on the table. Thanks, Eleanor. Filled the tank, she said. Then went upstairs like she'd borrowed a cup of sugar. I didn't yell. I didn't cry in front of her. I just picked up the keys. They felt heavier. Not from use. From disrespect. She went to bed thinking nothing happened. But what I didn't know that night, while I was sitting in the dark, staring at those keys, was that Monday morning would be the first day in years I chose myself. Until everything changed at 7 a.m. when I made one phone call and the power shifted back to me. Monday morning, I woke up early. I didn't make breakfast. I didn't ask how her parents slept. I walked to the garage, looked at my Honda, and felt anger rise. Not hot anger, cold anger. The kind that clears your head. I called my insurance agent. Hi, this is Eleanor Hayes. Did anyone else drive my car this weekend? No, ma'am, she said. Only you're listed. If someone else drove it and something happened, you'd be responsible. Responsible. That word hit me. If Chloe had an accident, I would pay. If she got a ticket, I would pay. If her parents got hurt, I would carry that weight. All because she didn't think it was a big thing. I sat at the kitchen table while Chloe made coffee like nothing happened. Her parents were laughing in the living room. Mom, you should have seen the mall we went to, Chloe said. Your car ride's so smooth. I put my mug down. Chloe, did you ask me for my car? She blinked. Well, no. But I knew you'd say yes. You're always so generous. Generous. There it was. The word people use when they mean she won't say no. Daniel walked in. What's going on? She took my car, I said quietly, without asking, without permission, and put me at risk. Chloe crossed her arms. It was just for the weekend. I filled the tank. What's the problem? The problem, I said, my voice steady, is that my car is not yours. My kindness is not your right. And my silence is not your permission. The room went quiet. Her parents stopped laughing. Daniel looked uncomfortable. You're overreacting, Chloe said. It's family. That word again. Family. As if family means I lose my voice. As if love means I lose my limits. I stood up. My legs were shaking, but my heart was clear. For years I'd been the nice mother-in-law. The one who said yes. The one who kept peace. The one who got taken for granted. I went to my room and I cried. Not for the car. For myself. For every time I swallowed my words to keep someone else comfortable. For every time I let family become an excuse for disrespect. But then I remembered something my husband told me before he died. He was weak, but his voice was strong. He said, Ellie, Never let anyone drive your life the way they drove your car. You're in the driver's seat. I wiped my tears and I made a decision. I wasn't going to punish her. I wasn't going to scream. I was going to set a boundary. And boundaries, that's where power lives. The next morning, I called the locksmith. And I made a new rule. One that would expose exactly what Chloe thought of me. Wednesday morning, Chloe came downstairs with her purse. I need the keys, Eleanor. Mom wants to go to the garden centre. I was at the table. I slid an envelope across to her. Inside was a copy of my insurance policy, highlighted, and a note in my handwriting. Chloe, my car is insured for me only. If you drive it without being added, I'm liable. If you need a car, let's talk about adding you to the policy. Or I'm happy to drive your parents myself. But I don't lend my car without a conversation. That's my boundary. She read it. Her face changed. Not angry, embarrassed. You're serious, she whispered. I am, I said. I love you. I love your parents. But I love myself too. And I won't be treated like a spare key. Daniel read the note too. He looked at me differently that day. Not like his mum who always says yes. Like a woman who knows her worth. Chloe didn't talk to me much for 2 days. Then on Friday, she knocked on my door. I'm sorry, Eleanor, she said. I didn't think. I just assumed. My parents and we can take an Uber next time, or you can drive us if you want, but I won't touch your car again without asking. That was it. No drama, no fight. Just respect. My revenge wasn't loud. I didn't hide her suitcase. I didn't scratch anything. I didn't cut her off. My revenge was simple. I owned my power. I spoke my truth. I set a boundary, and I kept it. Today, Chloe still visits with her parents, and sometimes I drive them around. Because I want to. Not because I have to. Because I choose to. And the keys? They stay on my hook. And only I decide who holds them. Moral. People will take what you don't protect. Your car, your time, your peace. You don't have to yell to be heard. You don't have to fight to be respected. You just have to own your power. The truth exposes those who take you for granted. And a woman who drives her own life can never be driven over again.